Good day, my name is Jeremy Borg and I'm the co-founder and winemaker of Painted Wolf Wines. Painted Wolf Wines relies on partnerships with different grape growers throughout the Western Cape to produce our range of exciting and high quality wines. So Painted Wolf Wines buys grapes basically from 5 different growers. Each of these growers is in a specific different wine producing region, and what we have tried to do is to match the very best quality grapes from a specific region to make wines that really express the site, express the terroir of each of the specific regions that we work with. And Wellington wines are open, big-hearted, have a lot of flavor, a lot of intensity. Velgegun, being in Wellington, is one of the 5 areas in which we source grapes. The grapes from this farm give you very flavorsome, spicy, intense red wine, and the Chenin Blanc from the farm is super high quality and really quite distinct. It has a lovely slaty minerality and this really incredibly distinct sort of citrusy, marmalade-y character to the wines. I mean, it's the only Chenin in South Africa that I have come across that has this very specific set of flavors. It is our goal at Painted Wolf to find vineyard sites that give you flavors and textures that are really specific to the place, so that each of the different wines in our different ranges have a clearly distinct flavor and style. And I'm currently on a property called Velgegun Farm. It belongs to a gentleman called Gavin Brinkham, and I have been buying grapes here for the last 3 or 4 years. It's a farm with incredibly beautiful fruit. It's set on the hillside in Wellington, which is about 70 kilometers from Cape Town. The vineyard is not irrigated. The whole thing is farmed as a dry farm vineyard. And we're currently standing in a vineyard of Bushvine Grenache. Grenache is a Mediterranean grape variety that comes originally from the south of France and from Spain, and is a warm climate variety. So this area, which faces the west out in that direction, it's extremely sunny. It gets a large amount of light. It's absolutely perfect for this grape variety. We also buy Chenin Blanc grapes from Velgegun, and they are from a vineyard that's a certified heritage vineyard. And those grapes are in a different part of the farm that's a lot more sheltered and doesn't have quite as much exposure to the sun. It's at the bottom of a valley. In terms of soil, here we've got sort of yellowish, browny yellow colored soil. It's lovely. These vineyards have got these little stones all around the vineyard. It's a very old decomposed granite. It's got little bits of mica inside it. The soil in this part of the vineyard is extremely well drained, and that has a huge bearing on the amount of crop that is available to be cut from these vineyards. Well-drained soils give you smaller berries, lower crop. Smaller berries and lower crop give you greater concentration, better quality fruit. The Chenin Blanc vineyard holds water a bit better than this, but we're looking for a different type of fruit from that vineyard. We don't necessarily want the berries to be quite so small, and we're just looking for something a bit different. But yeah, this incredibly well-drained, beautiful, lots of sunshine, and yeah, makes wonderful wine. Intense, fruit-filled, peppery, just yum. Our climate here is very much a Mediterranean, almost Southern European type of climate. Generally, relatively low rainfall in the summer, but good winter rains. This year we're having something a bit different. It's a La Nina year, and we're having a lot of summer rainfall, but that's unusual. And yeah, just a lot of bright sunshine and giving the wine a big heart. I'm very honored to work with the folks that own this farm. It's got a wonderful farm manager, and the quality of grapes that he produces is exceptionally high.
Morning, my name is Friedrich Kiene. I'm from Welgegund Farm in Wellington. We're standing in the Shannon vineyard this morning. It's an heritage vineyard, very old, planted in 1974. We at Welgegund supply grapes to Painted Wolf Wines, and they make lovely wines from our grapes.
I am on Kasteelsig Farm in Malmesbury in the Swartland, in a block of Mourvedre vines, which are the source of our new blacktip Mourvedre. This vineyard is organically farmed, organically certified. Mourvedre is actually a grape variety which comes from the south of France and from Spain. It's a very good warm climate grape variety, and this is quite a warm site here. This is an unirrigated vineyard, dryland farmed, and organic, so no pesticide, no sprays on here. You can see, break one of these off, I probably shouldn't. There we are. I've just wasted 10 rands worth of grapes. But this is Mourvedre bunches. The bunch is very squat and very tightly formed. These are still about 6 to 8 weeks away from being ripe. The bunches are currently green. The berries will increase in size as the vines continue to ripen, and then probably in about 2 or 3 weeks' time, these bunches will slowly start to color up and will eventually become very dark and very black in color. And the wine that is produced from it is rather dark, quite savory, very delicious. And our 2017 vintage won me a trophy at the Old Mutual Trophy Wine Show, and was part of 2 wines that made Painted Wolf the most successful producer of the 2019 show. A huge accolade actually for a small wine producer as ourselves, as all the other previous wineries of the year have been rather large, rather well-funded organizations. So Mourvedre, organic grapes, and making beautiful wine.
I'm Billy Hughes from the Hughes Family Wines in Malmesbury. We have an organic farm, and we've been working together with Jeremy and Painted Wolf for many, many years. The farm is about 12 kilometers from Malmesbury, which is on that side, and we are relatively close to the N7, that road that goes from Cape Town to Namibia. You see, we are the Rivet Castile mountain and Rivet Castile on the other side, so we are very much on the other side of the mountain relative to most of the producers in the Swartland. So we are unique in that way, that we are very much Malmesbury side of the Swartland. It is a dry place. When you look at the soil, it's strange to think that it comes from kilometers and kilometers away. They call it a pluton that has been coming from somewhere else in South Africa and has landed on top of this very decomposed granite. So when you drill a hole and you're looking for water, you can go 40 meters or 45 meters and you still see very much the same type of soil. It's very unique. It's a red soil, very rich in iron and clay. So we have enormous amount of clay, which makes the soil very good for water retention, which is great for vines. If the rain comes in or you irrigate and there was no other vegetation on the farm or no vines, that water will stay there forever. It will never go away. And it goes deep and we don't lose it. It stays in the ground for the vines to extract it very slowly. And that is a very good feature about the soils, that a sandy soil will give you water very quickly. These ones hold the water for a long time, make the vines work hard to get the water. And that is good because it gives a balanced grow, moderate grow. So it's a really, really good soil for vine. It is fascinating that the soil doesn't belong to this area, that comes from somewhere else. And we are part of what they call a horseshoe. So these red soils are in this farm, a little bit there, this farm on that side. And then on the other side of the N7, there is a little bit more. And I think there's a little bit more towards Piketberg, but they're very rare. This is Guillermo Pinotage, and this is because my name, I'm from Argentina, and my name is Guillermo Antonio Hughes. So Painted Wolf very kindly started putting names of the people who had supplied grapes to the wines onto the label. So that's the story behind Guillermo.
And you're the only one who's still there.
Yeah, the survivor.